Hello everyone, and in today's video I'll be doing Furina's story quest. If you do enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe. To be honest, I am very excited to do Furina's story quest. I absolutely love Furina, and I have for I feel like quite a while now, and she is now, I think I'd say, my favorite character in this game. So, I mean, let's get started. Jesus, not even there. Alright, let's unlock it. Oh yeah, this new thing. Accept the quest. The Little Ocean. Oh, that's that. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Go to the Core Fontaine's Adventurers Guild. Oh god damn it! I was just there, and I teleported over here because I thought it'd be a good place to start. I was literally right in front of me. That's annoying. But I'm excited to see what this quest has, and I'm excited to see because right now I think Ayaka's story quest is still my favorite.
Hey, Catherine, it's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps?
You didn't have to be so direct. The more lucrative, the better.
You know we're worth it. For quality work and speedy results, choose Paimon and the Traveler.
Yeah.
It's always
That
a
is
pleasure
true.
to see our two most avid adventurers again.
Holy moly.
Looking for the next challenge, I see.
Man, that's the I can't believe it's been a while since we've heard Catherine. It's been a while since we actually heard her voice.
Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open.
I'm pretty sure.
Having
Anyway.
read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
It's gonna be like helping Furina or something.
Don't worry about
Move
that.
out because she
We
was
were
moving
just
out.
kidding. So what's the situation?
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical.
Oh wait.
The original cast member ran
Actress.
into some issues and is currently unable to perform the role.
Okay, we know who the original actor is. That probably actually we don't actually know. But I'm guessing it's Furina. But actress? Why asking me to do it?
But the troupe has
'Cause of the
also
long
been
hair,
experiencing
bro.
some financial difficulties. So unfortunately, they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
That's
Paimon?
right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job. There are only a few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone
No, we
in
get
time,
to see.
they'll probably
Traveler.
have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new problems.
No, we get to see the Traveler with like his hair undone. That'd be
Got
so.
it.
I love
Oh,
that.
this one's a
Well,
doozy.
either.
What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas? Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
And you'd be too short, and I'm not a girl. Very true.
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester?
Oh, it's
He's right
literally
over
right
there.
there. That's the crystal core thing.
Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves,
Yeah.
but you might be able to help him figure out another solution. Maybe there's something he hasn't thought of.
Or maybe we've got to get Furina to fill that role.
Oh,
Maybe.
It's that guy, huh? No wonder, he looks like he just ate a sour lemon.
Is he someone who's down the road from here? I got it. We'll talk to him.
Paimon approves, let's go.
Woo!
Hello there, are you the guy looking for a new actress?
Wait, I know you two. Are you really willing to act in my musical?
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already.
Paimon, we literally saved all of Fontaine. Like, well, we helped. Like, I mean,
But to
I
answer
feel like
your
we would be.
question, neither of us have any experience in musicals. But we heard that you're in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a solution.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be such a shame.
can't you cover the budget for a new actress with ticket fees? But then the more expensive the show is, the less willing people are going to go to it.
That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a
Oh,
group
no.
of amateur enthusiasts. All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
Oh, I didn't know what that word meant. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? Yeah, this is supposed to be our final show together as a troupe.
Oh, God,
One
this makes
last
it
show.
worse.
And after that, we go our separate ways. So we were really hoping to end on a high note. Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we've invested into it.
Catherine mentioned that one of your actresses, can't make it.
Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood.
Oh.
And unfortunately, it flared up again recently. It really drains all her energy, so she's in no state to perform. The show just won't be the same without her.
Wonder what
But
illness,
for everyone
though.
else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. Let's see if we can come up with any ideas.
I really want someone to go, well, Ethan, you could undo your hair and then you could look like I really want someone just to say that. That'd be funny.
What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you carrying?
8 million?
Please, there's no need to go that
Pretty
far.
sure. Maybe
I
not.
wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor. And I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Mora isn't the biggest problem, but how do we find someone who's a good fit for the role?
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not exactly rescuing the show. We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible.
Furina.
Oh, wait! What about... you know who?
Great minds think alike. I was just thinking that.
That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now.
Yeah.
She's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical should be a piece of cake for her.
Yeah.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous.
Furina.
Her? You're... That was a joke, right?
I mean, that is. I mean, though, like that's a joke, right? She's like the biggest, or was the biggest celebrity, and now she's gonna be performing in an amateur show. Like what the hell?
No, Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident that she'd be really good at it.
You're
I
not
love that
wrong
new
there.
Black Paimon voice.
She has actually
the new voice
performed in a
that she
number of big-name shows before.
I love
They
it.
were one of the reasons she was so popular. But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner. She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Furina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours.
You want the show to go ahead, don't you? Are you prepared to do whatever it takes?
Well, yes, but... Fair enough. I mean, if she was actually willing to, then of course I'd be honored to have Lady Furina star in our show.
This is not where I
I'm
thought
sure
it was
the
gonna go.
rest of the troupe would be delighted too. I'm sure
Like this
everyone
whole
in our
story.
troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one day. Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested. She might consider this opportunity beneath her.
No point in stressing about that. We'll only know if we ask her.
Gotta be honest, I don't know what I was thinking though, because it makes sense. Like, it's Furina, she's like really good at acting, so I'm like, it makes sense that this is
Besides, things
for her.
are
Like,
different
look at her
now.
demo.
There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty anymore.
Wow, okay. Let's go. It'll be good to check in on her anyway. Where does
Thank
she
you for
live
your
now
help.
anyway?
I guess I'll just stay
Because she
here and
moved
wait
out
for
of
the
the
good
opera
news.
house.
Good luck.
Wait, where does
Opera
Furina
Epic
actually live nowadays?
Oh,
She used to live in luxury
I
at
am
the
fine.
Palais Mermonia, but she's, moved out, right?
oh, wait, didn't...
As it happens, I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
Does she live, like, secluded more,
When did
maybe?
you get here?
No? She's, like, next
I
door.
came over when things were starting to sound more promising. I thought I should be at the ready in case my assistance is needed.
Can I ask a question? Have you replaced Catherine in Samaria yet? Because, you know, what happened in, so the Samaria acts,
It is
have
my
you
duty to
replaced that one
support
yet?
commissioners in any way I can.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find Furina. Back in a jiffy.
For the answer, no, she doesn't want to try. The little oceanid. I'm actually really curious about the same. Like, I mean, we all know that everyone in Fontaine was an oceanid, but yeah. Oh no, she still lives in like Quarter Fontaine. Like, I didn't know she lived more on the outskirts, like outside now or whatever. Maybe to get away from everyone, but no, she still lives here. Oh my god, bro, that is so dangerous. You would literally like kill yourself if you do that. Oh, look at that beam. Oh, it looks so cool. Wait, this is where she lives now? Wait, there's a little store outside the house though.
Did Catherine really give us the right address?
Yeah.
She lives here? Not that there's anything wrong with this place.
I mean, it's
just,
more that you can buy stuff here or get stuff
a bit
here.
of a step down from the Palais Marmonia.
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
God damn it, Paimon. Her voice sounds like more. I don't know. I want to say like not as acted, which makes sense.
Okay, when did popping out of thin air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags.
I like this voice. I like this like. I would say normal
used to
voice.
have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too.
Don't you get sick of macaroni? Wait, every day? She eats macaroni every day?
Not at all.
Jesus.
As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
Is it because you have to do all your own cooking now?
How rude! Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity! It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I
didn't Nuvelet say he was
going
to help you with like food?
So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too.
This isn't more simpler. This is just having the pretty much the same thing.
Besides,
There's zero
I'm
difference.
sure I could master dishes like la lettre focilor or blubber profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace. Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoo!
Oh, good time. Oh, you can tell she's in a like darker form now.
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be mad!
Paimon was just showing concern for your well-being.
Yeah, exactly! What the Traveler said! Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either!
I didn't even say anything. That's not important. We actually came here to ask you for your help.
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
I mean, technically you do because you're a playable character and your character has a vision on it, so technically you do.
Don't worry,
I mean,
it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help!
I wonder how she gets a vision. Like, I wonder how. Because I did see some things like thumbnails and titles I wish I didn't see about like Vision getting a vision, which I mean, from now it makes sense that she gets a vision during this. But I wonder how, because first it gives me like the Wanderer vibes, like where we go around like going through her, like maybe we do the same as Wanderer and go through her past or something, and then she gets a vision, just like the Wanderer did. I think the one thing with the Wanderer getting his vision is the music when he was getting it. The music was top notch when he was getting his vision. That was so good. And I heard no one talking about it. I was like, bruh. If not you, then no one. You're the only person for the job.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then...
Sorry.
Fine. I'll spare you the lecture about your attitude just now. So tell me, what
she seems like
specifically
she's enjoying
makes
herself a
this
bit.
matter so specific?
Acting. You tell Furina about the tree's pledge for its final performance.
I see.
Big.
I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense.
Hey, for that last show, getting Furina in it is be a huge thing for that last show. Like, huge.
After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well-versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within my capabilities.
I mean, yeah, you're still technically the same person.
But given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
Is it because Paimon was making fun of your home God.
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
True, but I have made a decision to
Oh,
retire from
okay.
the stage.
I thought it'd be something else that the reason why she was declining.
Although
Oh,
I am no
okay.
longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me.
I understand. That actually makes sense.
Centuries
That
of
makes sense.
pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was. Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again. But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
So that's how you really feel. Traveler, what are you thinking?
Paimon can understand.
Was that, oh, that's how you feel, huh? Oh, well, we're going to make you feel the other way. That's what I was like. But that line, like, oh, so that's how you feel, makes it sound a lot worse than what he's actually trying to say.
But this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross. If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place.
True.
So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
And then at the end of the case, you do perform, don't you?
Okay, I guess there's no
Bet.
convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fanfare. Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Come here, so I could. Nouvellette.
Short and to the point. Okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me.
Aw.
Since I'm just an ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help.
You shouldn't assume the worst of people. What's wrong with making one exception?
True,
Oh, that-
but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for? Oh, no way. I'm dying from embarrassment just thinking about it. Nope, not happening.
Well, is there
That's good voice acting,
anything
though.
else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would. Sorry. I didn't mean for that
I mean,
to sound
Paimon
so
does
harsh.
keep asking over and
I
over
wish
again.
I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Furina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the troupe will be so disappointed.
I like we're saying this right in front of her just to make it feel bad. Oh, the troupe is gonna fall apart. They're gonna be so disappointed. It's gonna be the worst show of their life, and it's the last show. Oh, the tragedy. Furina's is right there. Let's try to come up with a plan B.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now. All right, then. We'll see you around, Furina.
Toodaloo to you, too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
Toodaloo. Huh. I thought she was going to say yes to straight away, to be honest. Go back to... oh my god. Go to... what about Furina's views? Okay. Oh, we're like
Too
right
bad,
beside
but we
the...
have to respect Furina's decision.
Yeah.
Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful
Oh.
memories now.
Someone else is there. Wait, someone else is there. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Huh? What's going on? Are they arguing?
Is that the actress that was supposed to be
That's
doing it?
besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent? When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Shortly after you
Jeez.
left, The troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild.
Of course, shortly after.
She believes that she's
course.
healthy enough to perform. Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did your conversation with Furina go?
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
I see. Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all. You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Oh, right! Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
God, it's Furina! Bro, she followed us all the way here. Imagine if we had managed to convince Furina to join. I was wondering what the fuck this was, and then I see the hat there. Only for her to find out she's no longer needed.
Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Jeez, is Lady Furina really so harsh with people?
Only joking, calm down. So, guess we can consider this case closed now, huh? Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
Look,
I think the Trevor
there's
noticed
no
Furina
point
as well.
arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement. This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you. So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it?
I wonder what illness she
The
has.
whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance. We have to make sure it goes ahead.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day. I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So the last thing I want is to be left out. Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself included.
You're right. I'm sorry. I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on.
Paimon, wait here a second.
Sure.
We got to Furina. What are you doing here?
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized
Why are we holding
I
on
forgot
to
a couple
her?
of items on my shopping list.
Sure.
All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me.
Well, we gotta drag her there. I thought we'd just grab her onto her. What's up there?
Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
Sure.
Furina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you
Ah.
mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned, that's all.
Sure.
When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things. And all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down. I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh,
Aww.
it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
Then why didn't you just show yourself?
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you?
I mean, Paimon does the talking.
I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me.
I think your hat gave it away the most.
But in any case,
Oh, and your
it
dress.
sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, how could we be worthy of having Lady Furina star in our show?
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Furina is fine. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control. Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director. She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in the serial disappearances case.
Oh god, okay. Oh.
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice.
I didn't expect, I didn't expect that to be brought up.
But still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Lady
Damn.
Miss Furina.
Damn.
They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us. People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
And then disaster struck.
Yeah. After that, the entire troupe fell into disarray. None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can. But despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart.
Oh, is Furina gonna become the director?
It's agonizing. But ultimately, we'd rather
Just
end
for this
things
show.
now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
Oh.
That's so sad. It is.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken. I suppose it's fair to say
From
then
the
that this
absolute
final
bastard
show,
of a girl.
besides being
Yes,
Oh
exactly.
my god, I'm sorry.
We all miss her
I'm sorry.
terribly.
I am very sorry. I'm sorry,
well,
Furina, as
good
well.
thing I
so.
followed the traveler here. After
Sorry.
hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Furina.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway. I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member. But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely.
I mean,
we'll
yeah.
take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will that be a problem?
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high. The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them?
I bet it can be emotional catharsis? I'm sorry, I never heard that word either. They can pouring out and flow away to infinity.
An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time.
All emotions go to the fountain of the sea.
Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before, and so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
The name's not swine, it's Paimon!
Would you be willing to
Just
join
saying.
me?
Pretty sure.
Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Since it's you, I'll do it. Especially since it's related to the serial disappearance case.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Furina's performances, as of course we all are. Alright, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
Oh, is it? Where is it exactly? An Antu. Over here? I mean, how small is it? Like, I mean, if you can barely do acting in there, I mean, that's probably not good. I mean, yeah, it is kind of small, but I feel like, I mean, if it, I mean, yeah, it is kind of small, actually. Enter the rehearsal location. Oh my god, going inside of a building. Oh my god, man, this is insane. Holy moly, how small is it? It's gonna be one of the things where it's bigger on the inside than the outside. Bro, this is a lot bigger than I thought. Like, a lot bigger.
Huh? Lady Furina?
What's Lady Furina doing here?
Hello all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Lady...
Oh!
Miss Furina
That's
will
the
be
name of the
supporting
show.
our production of The Little Oceanid in the role of artistic consultant.
I always forget it's OC in it.
These two over here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Furina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction.
You bet! That was the trial of the century!
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, please don't mention it.
All
We're
in
just
the
here
day's
to join
work.
in on the fun.
All in the days.
So, you were saying the Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of our greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show, we can all take some
Aw.
solace in that.
Oh, that's cute.
Wait,
Oh.
but if it's not finished, then...
Finding actress was the least of your problems.
Yeah, we've been battling issues
Jesus.
on every front trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family. She longed to live just like any other human. And sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed perfect.
Oh god, what happened?
But one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world came crashing down around her.
So far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after that?
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with her script.
Why does this kind of feel like the story of Furina? Little bit like she was an ocean, she went into human form. I mean, she found friendship. I mean, the traveler or Nouvelette. I mean, Nouvelette was more of a work person, and then her true identity got exposed, and she came crashing down.
We need a proper
Kind of
ending so we can
sounds
bring
like
this musical to the stage.
Furina, kind of.
But people have
Kind of.
different opinions on which direction to take it in.
Oh jeez.
We still haven't decided between a happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah, like they say, truth is stranger than fiction. But then there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. We have to consider their emotional stake in this, not just
True.
our own. And one last thing. We're still waiting on confirmation from two of our main actors.
You're kidding.
The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. But the deadline's passed, and we still haven't heard from him.
Oh jeez.
The other is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist. He took the director's death pretty hard. Hasn't set foot in the city since.
Oh Jesus.
He did write to us, promising that he'll be there for the final performance, but we haven't seen or heard from him since. So we're not really sure what to make of that.
Although,
Interesting.
now that we have Miss Furina helping us, maybe we should take the opportunity to get everyone back together.
What opportunity? What do you mean?
Everyone be willing to, because Furina's here?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Our director was constantly singing your praises.
Oh.
All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh, stop! You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way. I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1. Let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending.
I kind of just realized, maybe I'm stupid for not realizing this earlier, but Furina's pupils look like water droplets.
He went back to Poisson a few days ago. Said that
That's
staying in a
kinda cool.
friend's home might help
I
him
like
to
that, it's
relax
cool.
and escape the feeling of isolation.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago. But I guess it's the opposite. A friend in need and all that.
And does he even Poisson?
Yeah, maybe he could use some
Poisson.
company.
Poisson?
Oh no. Is there something wrong?
Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the show. So, allons-y. To Poisson!
Aww. Hello?
Pressure's on now. We gotta make sure we're fully prepared.
Anyone? Oh, hello. Lane.
You're off to Poisson to find Paulo, right? Have a safe trip.
Thank you.
We'll take care of the troop while you're gone.
I didn't miss any of these before, right? I hope I didn't. I really hope I didn't. Okay, let's go to Poisson. 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 Well, quite big opportunities and daunting challenges, as well as small errands. Traveler eager to helping others may come across valuable rewards for their troubles. Yeah, like Primo gems and Primo gems. Isn't there like 2 or 3 big world quests through this patch? Like, jeez, man. Like, jeez. Under here, like, under here? This is an interesting house. Is this a house? That's a very interesting house. What the heck? Oh. Hey, doggo. Where's the dog? Where?
If I remember correctly,
Where's the dog?
this is where he's staying.
Who is it?
It's me. Is the script ready?
You came all the way here for that?
All right, forget that for now. Just come on out. We've got some great news.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
I think you just gotta say that Furina's out here.
Okay then. Looking forward to your masterpiece.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show.
I mean, yeah, true.
Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
I mean, and you gotta practice acting it as well.
Someone told me they just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but
I did.
sure enough, here you are. And Furina, too.
Go be honest, even though we're coming to Poisson, I did think about meeting Navia here. Nice.
I was wondering if we might run into her.
So, you're here for Paulo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll
she's
around
still-
town in the meantime.
Yeah, it makes sense
I've
that
made all
Furina's
the
too
arrangements
sad
already.
about it.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll. Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
How are things in Poisson now? Any better?
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Aww.
I wish there was something I could do.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
I mean, for the travel, I mean, the only reason we're doing everything into that is because we're trying to find our sister. It's like, I mean, I don't think that really goes to us.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done. Which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe. To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Furina. It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all, like my father before me. Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Got it, thank you. Got it, Navia, thank you. You could see Frida's face that kind of change when she said that.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with, so maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have.
Aww. That's actually sweet. That's actually really sweet. Oh man, we went so far. Really far, man. Like, they could have just done this and walk over. Oh god, yeah, everyone's giving us looks. Hey,
I'm
she's
so grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her. It's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything. You can't get around the obstacles without facing them.
Sorry, let me quickly... Sorry, just making sure I was recording. Making sure I was recording. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past. I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriol against me. Which, of course, I completely understand and accept.
I'm sure some people didn't buy, Navia's life.
Yeah, I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful.
I mean, true.
I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
Maybe you've taken on a bit too much in one go. What does this even mean? Me too. Oh, sorry, this side. I was about to say, what the hell is this? Me too. It's not like...
What do you mean by that? You expected me to just keep running and hiding from my responsibility forever?
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
They were part of the same thing, right? They were part of the same thing, right? I hope they were. I hope they were. They're not staying quiet.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rosula's ship? We should have a view of the whole of Poisson from there.
Okay. Alright. Oh, hey! Nothing to see here. No prior Hydro Archon in sight. I'll see if they had anything to say. No. Nothing to see here. Run. Had a reach? Is that you saying that? Right, it takes so long to get up. Yeah. Oh my god, there's so many people up here. Oh my god, it almost fell off. Holy moly. That actually scared the life out of me. Jeez.
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll. And here I am dumping all this heavy stuff on you.
Don't worry, I've already been through someone's depressing memories. Like Scaramushas and stuff. Jesus. And Navias.
We don't mind.
And
It's
everyone
actually
else's.
refreshing to see a different side of you.
Yeah.
Great. Well,
Oh, we were sitting
I
down there?
appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet.
Oh.
I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant. They thought their God would
Melis and
protect
Silva.
them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm.
And everyone else that died as well.
And all the
Can't forget
while,
about those.
I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You're only doing your duty.
And technically the actual Hydra Archon did do something in the end. I mean, she killed herself, which I find still crazy. I still find it crazy how there's no, Hydra Archon anymore. Like, there's no Hydro seat. It's just the 6 Archons now. Like, there's no Hydro, thing anymore. Which is insane. And, I mean, you got the Dragon Hood back, and then that made everyone real humans. Yeah. Don't be so harsh on yourself.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth.
Those up
As
there look
time
like
went
they're watching.
on, it got harder and harder to bear.
Mm.
And I became more lonely and isolated. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified
Totally.
of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne.
I mean, we did see that happening. I mean, we did see that in Act 5. I mean, her going through the days and the days and the days over and over again. It's literally like a samsara for her, pretty much. It's over and over again, doing the same thing over and over again. Having to live a
Fortunately,
lie.
we were able to avoid the worst case scenario thanks
It does
to the
suck,
help
though.
of heroic
It does suck.
individuals such as yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed. I have no further use to people.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
Yeah, think of your freedom as a reward.
A reward?
Because now you can finally speak your heart. You don't have to be anguished and alone anymore.
I guess so.
You don't have to, play a role for,
And back then,
As
I
you
didn't
like.
even dare to dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was, and exposing the secret I swore to protect. Believe in the Furina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself.
Jeez.
No one could be allowed to know.
Yeah, even Nouvellette.
That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same.
What Paimon meant to say was, she doesn't like to see you sit down. Do you feel better? Having gotten all this off your chest.
I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hands. All right.
Nice.
It's about time to head back.
Nice.
Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Sure. Okay, let's head back and check it out.
That was a nice moment, I gotta be honest. That was a very nice moment. Holy moly. I was kind of just captivated. Holy shit. Oh wait, we can just fly down from here. Man, that was nice. I mean, it's nice getting to see Furina like this, you know? It's nice to see her like that.
Didn't you say you needed
just
to
being
watch what you
normal
eat?
Stuff.
You're
Not
supposed
having
to be
act.
cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down copious quantities of fish and chips, you know?
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to pass on free food. Anyway, my character
Paimon
doesn't
wish she was
need to
there.
be slim and good-looking. That's your job.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your
Jesus.
character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
Oh no, looks like they're arguing again.
Yeah.
We're back! Could you maybe put your differences aside for a moment?
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead.
Oh wow, thanks.
Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have to wait too much longer.
Sorry.
So you were discussing your characters,
Sorry.
right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
Yeah,
Me?
what are you playing?
I'm an Oceanid too.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he outgrew that role. Well, the costume at least. So now he's playing the boar instead.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines too, like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Wait, that sounds kind of familiar.
I said before that this story kind of sounds like Furina a tiny bit.
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they
Bro, what the
decided
fuck?
they didn't want me anymore.
Bro, what the fuck? That's so messed up.
I spent some years taking whatever work I could find
That is so
and
messed up.
trying to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be lying in an alleyway for days at a time.
Jeez.
It was like that until the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice and asked if I was interested in studying singing from her. I said yes. She took me under her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up. I know it was all a huge burden on her.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer, my parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage. The other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer."
Bruh.
It was just to taunt me, though. I was an easy target, and they knew it. One day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point. Thought the whole world was out to get me.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah, for the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
The day you hoped would never come.
Oh, here it is.
Change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Furina.
Furina? The Furina? Oh my god. How did you manage to wrangle that?
Oh my god! Oh my god! It is a pass, god. Oh.
Please.
I don't know what it is.
The honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here.
Same.
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script. I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid decides she wants to become a human against the wishes of her family. She finds love and friendship in the bustling city.
Like this.
But then, disaster strikes. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid.
No, she was
Plants and
using
flowers
it
are withering.
to
and
keep
people begin to
herself human
panic.
form.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it and investigate the truth of the matter together. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
I thought that she was like absorbing all the fresh water, like all the water to keep herself in a human form.
Consciousness? You mean the water is sentient?
I mean...
Water as a conscious entity.
Are you seeing it?
There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis. Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret.
Oh, of course.
The little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover and the rest of humanity.
Oh, jeez.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain?
Sounds like the Hydra
Why would
arc.
she want to save them after
Jesus.
that?
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love, one that extended to all of humanity. Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
There's actually something else that bothers me. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible. What about if the little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction?
Jeez.
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me.
Yeah, jeez.
And perhaps a little irresponsible to present to the audience.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aureli's death, both arbitrary and meaningless. On the day when she went missing, Director Aureli had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point, but she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace. We looked for her. The Gardamex looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found.
Damn.
Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
The director was the kindest soul in the world, yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at all.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since.
Interesting.
But all
Yeah,
my
true.
efforts so far have turned up
Interesting.
nothing. Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, I
Guilt.
have a hard time imagining that anyone took it harder than me.
Guilty that he thought that he could do something, maybe?
Because, well, speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly in love with O'Reilly.
What? You kept that one quiet.
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest about how we feel. I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away.
Oh.
She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she'd never considered us as potential romantic partners. Not that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear. So I told her I'd always be there for the troupe, and I'd always be there for her. I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troupe no longer required her constant attention, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life.
You. I'm sorry.
And now, that day will never come.
Paulo.
So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by O'Reilly. I won't let anyone get in the way of that.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Villemont once and for all, face to face. We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything. One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a final decision.
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Villemont.
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final performance, I'll do whatever it takes. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y!
What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, I don't know. Gotta be honest, I think the thing I'm most curious about with this with Furina's story guides is how she gets her vision. Like, how? You know? What the hell are we going? We're in the middle of nowhere, but like, how she gets it? Like, and when does she get it? Like, does she get it during the performance or something? But that doesn't make sense because that disrupt the performance. So I'm curious. Maybe she gets it at the end of the performance. When obviously when the traveler's probably next to her.
Oh, this is tough going.
Oh, I thought that's a traveler talking.
Delphi, are you sure you can manage in your condition?
I could ask you the same question.
I was
Try to keep up.
I was child right there. Let's go. Let's go. What is that? What?
Ugh, as if this journey wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
Punch him.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour.
I was gonna say, well, Furina, you can't really do anything anyway because you're Hydra, and Hydra doesn't really work against Crow and Hydra. But then I was like, oh wait, you don't have a vision yet.
Wait, why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
I mean, she can't.
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Furina in a fight before.
I mean, she has 0 powers
Yeah,
right now.
but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could be converted into indemnitium. Miss Furina said so herself.
Precisely. And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress more than anything.
Yeah.
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
What the fuck does this say? Air chest of air. Huh? That doesn't require. This doesn't require god level powers. Don't you know? any self-defense?
Hey, lay off, all right? My bluff is hanging from a thread here. I'm sorry. I got carried away. Please help us out, would you?
Aw, too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode Furina.
Sorry to leave all the heavy lifting to you.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
I mean, yeah, we fought a little mecha god, so we're good. We fought a literal freaking. We literally defeated an all-devouring narwhale. I think we're good.
Shine down. Now disappear.
I think we're good, you know?
Propagate.
I feel like this is taking a lot longer than it should
Round
be.
of applause.
Oh my god, of course there's more. There's always more.
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord, man. Thank you for that. Ow! I didn't even realize I was roasted.
Step right up.
Bravo! Good show! You certainly live up to your reputation.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
We made it. Jeez, that was hard. I don't know why I made those sounds, I gotta be honest.
Vilma, are you there?
This is an interesting home.
Huh?
Very interesting.
Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's Lady Furina doing here?
Where's your bed?
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have everyone except you.
The whole thing is the whole secret so far to them.
You think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone? I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show. If I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us.
What?
We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Viamant,
what?
Avoiding the truth will not help anyone.
He's already confessed his love, so...
Unless you mean to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
Listen, Viamant.
Right.
I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything for the sake of the show. The Little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near enough. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire. So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances.
Oh, God.
It seemed like a win-win, so
I
said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director. It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized the drink in question was synth.
Oh, I forgot synth existed, to be honest. Oh, God.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
I remember they introduced a set of euphoria, but it also caused significant harm to the body.
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, she contacted the merchant and stated that the troupe could not agree to this collaboration.
And that's when they decided, well, you said, well, you're out green now. Well, we're gonna use you now for the next experiment.
The merchant was furious.
Makes sense.
Berated us for going back on our word.
Makes
and
sense. You know what I mean. It does.
Damages.
I'm not justifying
the
this.
amount was astronomical. There was no way we'd be able to pay.
And then
I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe and it wasn't my fault. But things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and then suddenly the director told us all to leave the city one day. I knew then that things must have reached a boiling point. I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything.
You brought that director to the attention of the synth dealers. Your mistake gave them a motive to kidnap and murder her.
Yeah, I got Aurelie killed. There, I said it. Happy now?
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew
I saw him getting
Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean you were afraid? This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her. How could you be so stupid?
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? This guy got Aurelie murdered. She was the love of my life. And he has the gall to try and high-road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but that won't bring back the director. What good is my apology now? I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's what I deserve. End my life. So I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Get out of my sight. Go, get lost. I don't ever want to see your face again.
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now pipe down, both of you! Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
True.
You're right.
I'm sorry.
On stage,
Nice work, Furina. Nice
the
work.
lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters. To shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her. And that's what you should be celebrating. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already? After everything she did for you?
True.
So
Very
think
true.
hard about what that means.
Very true.
And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured? But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director Aurelie and the home she built you all to let go. What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
I mean, it did feel quite serious.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again. If she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she
What
would
did I
have
say
scolded
before?
them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
I mean, gentle people can be,
Of course she
Yeah.
was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed. She really was a truly outstanding person.
What you said, it really puts everything into perspective.
I'm truly sorry. I really meant for this to be a genuine apology, but I ended up making it all about me and my self-pity.
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. When emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray. The end of the story needs to focus back on Aurelie herself. She's the true star of the show.
It might actually be possible to find out more about her fate.
What do you mean?
The Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victims.
Oh my god. Oh, I remember that. That was like Act 2, wasn't it?
If you could find anything that Aurelie left behind, perhaps we can get a better sense of what she went through in her final days.
Oh, yeah, because there was the boxes filled with all the women's like clothing, makeup, and stuff. I remember that.
You really think that's possible?
I trust that nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on Aurelie's true feelings.
No.
Well, we'll leave this in your capable hands.
Come, let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you, head back to the rehearsal location for now and wait.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I was sorry, Furina. I'm sorry. I wasn't 100% focusing. I was about to ask. Are we gonna meet Nouvelle in this quest? I feel like we are now, because I feel like it makes sense that we would meet Nouvelle in this quest. It kind of just makes sense, but I feel like we are. It makes sense. It makes sense. I don't know why I keep accidentally skipping today. I don't know why. I skipped it 3 times already today. It's annoying me. It's all been for fucking Furina. I've skipped by it. It's annoying. All right, here we. Oh, you don't. Oh, I thought you had his head on the desk. I was like, okay, you just good. Hello, Sadid. How you doing?
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? But, that case has been closed for quite a while now. Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application.
Oh, nice.
Okay, please hold on. I'll have someone dig them out.
Wait. See, says after the truth, the box are added former belongings.
So, this is all Aurelie left behind. Just whatever she was carrying on her person and this tattered old notebook.
Oh, that notebook could be a diary.
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches too! Looks like they show where the different props should be placed on stage.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something. To whoever discovers this diary.
I guessed it was a diary. I mean, if for some reason it made sense, it would be a diary.
Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vachey's guilt.
Vachey took so many lives.
Crazy.
It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
How many was it again? It was a lot.
Aurelie must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigators.
I mean, didn't...
Wait. It cuts off.
Is something wrong? That maybe when she was got taken away to get dissolved. Maybe.
Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. She probably didn't have much strength left. Her final words are...
Oh, probably testing synth on her as well.
I'll let you read them for yourselves.
Oh. Oh, whoa, you can use D and A to change her. Someone else was taken. That makes 6, or perhaps the 7th. Someone tried to escape yesterday, but was caught. She hasn't been seen since. Oh, God. Was that yesterday? Maybe not. I've long since lost track of time. Sorry, I don't know if writing this is of any use, or how much longer I could do it for. I can already see my fate approaching, but what terrifies me even more is the thought of seeing others from the troop here. Have I truly protected them? Sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't write no more. I think I have a fever. My old stomach troubles have returned, but nobody has given me any medicine. I suppose I am more fortunate than Cressy? The pain keeps her awake all night. I suppose they think that that's probably the synth then. I suppose that oh my God, I can speak. I suppose they think that anything goes, so long as experimental subjects can be used up before they die. It is so damp here. I have given her my blanket. So cold, so cold, so cold. As long as one persists, all things will pass. There will be a reward for hard work. I like to tell them such things, but it is I who am losing my grip. If anyone sees this, troop, safe. I, them, important. Yeah, you can tell her, like, she's, like, going a bit... I want to say crazy, but I don't mean that crazy. Like, I mean, like, maybe a bit, like, loopy from the synth. Please, Pharaoh, apologize. Life before future. Regret, Cleo. This page is an absolute mess, and the writer's pen seems to have wandered its surface at random. Only some words can be made out, and barely at that. Oh, so in between these words supposed to be words that you can't read. Oh, okay. From this page onward, the diary stops, to be replaced with lyrics from musicals. Some are in the form of newspaper clippings, others are handwritten with many crossings out and changes. It is apparent that the pages have been referenced often, and that this was the personal notebook of artistic director Aruli. Oh, damn.
She was so terrified.
She watched a girl get dissolved right in front of her, and had to wait for her own death in silence.
She may have
Fucking
been
hell.
a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but at the end of the day, she was only human. I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been. Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
Huh? Flipping through the notebook, the lyrics continue. However, one page has been torn out, folding up and placed next to the last blank page. At the bottom of the folded note, there are two new lines. Aruli has written, in handwriting, much more legible than before, but it seems that they took her both great effort and a great deal of time to write. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. It is truly what you want, because I am an older sister to them. I love them. Wait, if you become... Wait, she knew that the human, like everyone was oceanids? Or not human? Wait, hold up.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one.
Wish I didn't
You will
read it
face suffering and loneliness. Is this still what you want?
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanid?
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision. Even as she sat in silence.
Oh, was that
waiting
just
for
the...
death to come.
Was that... I thought that was like... I thought she knew that everyone was human. Not human. I thought that a bit too literally. Oh, so that line was just for the play. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot.
I'm sure this is what the troop would have hoped to hear as well. She had their utmost trust, admiration, and love. And she truly deserved it. Let's go. It's time for them to learn Director O'Reilly's final thoughts.
Nicolette! God damn it! Is there anything on here? Hello. What are you reading, Nicolette? Literally just a blank. Hold up. Has he covered? No, it looks like just a blank page. God damn it. He likes reading blank pages. Oh, they're back at here now. Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping that we'll meet Nuvalet. Maybe we'll meet him at the performance, but depends where they're performing. Where are they performing? It wouldn't be the Opera Epiclese because they're not like some huge group. And I remember Lenny saying that only like bigger people go there. Open! Oh my god! Open sesame! Yeah. I did not mean to decline. Oh god. When Bloom and Quicken... Oh, interesting. I did not know that about Bloom and Quicken. After reading through the notebooks, some are lost for words, some weep bitterly, and some grind their teeth and howl in rage. I was gonna howl, actually, but I'm not doing that. I am howling. I was gonna do it, but no, I'm not doing it. A long time passes before the group is able to calmly come together and finally make a
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing herself.
Is there one bed in here? Who's the person that sleeps in the performing area? Who sleeps here?
We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont?
Is this someone's house?
Put the past aside
is this one of their houses?
Do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance, to make this a show worthy of our director. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director O'Reilly and her alone.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus. I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
I'm sorry, let me just check. Okay. I messed with the headphone jack, so I just wanted to make sure that the mic was working, you know? The mic was working. Still. Right? Okay, so what?
Really?
So what?
How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Have they even practiced?
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance. And aren't human emotions, love, hate, regret, and hope, just the most mesmerizing things in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Furina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal.
Oh?
During the curtain call,
Getting married?
Please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Oh?
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe. All right, I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Where's
the
stage gonna be?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly.
The Opera Epic
For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage.
Oh, so we're going there.
Of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that O'Reilly's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine.
No! Right, guys? Right?
No, that's not what I meant.
Yeah.
That's right. It's supposed to be your grand finale, right?
Believe in yourselves. Go big or go home. What they say.
I have no problem with it then. How about the rest of you?
Wait, is the cutscene gonna be their performance?
I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
And now they gotta show, because I don't like how the thing looks, because obviously Genshin released it, and I saw the thumbnail of Genshin's things, that 2D kind of look for the cutscene, kind of like Lenny's. So I wonder if they're gonna show their performance just like Lenny's kind of actually. Actually, no, that was his past. But like they show the performance, but the main character is Furina, type thing. Maybe.
Well, then
Maybe.
don't disappoint
Maybe.
me.
But then how does she get a vision?
If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on, we'll need to get the go-ahead from Nervilette. I know just where to find him.
We have to meet Novelette. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
First Miss Furina, now the opera epiclese?
Who's?
If only the director was still with us.
Hey, come on. There's no point in dwelling on that now. We have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you're right. Now's not the time to get all melancholy.
Hello, Baloo.
During the final scene,
Hello, Baloo.
maybe we should stop the music just before Cleo takes the stage?
Maybe. Oh, ja, there's a Instrument. Wait, we can't talk to you. Hello. Hello. Okay.
Best of luck to you.
Oh, thanks. So little words. Why doesn't it speak? I mean, I actually technically I spoke to them before, didn't I? Wait. Huh? Huh? Where are we going? We're going out the side. Hot off the steamer and the latest news of Infantine hot off the press. I wonder if we're gonna see Charlotte now. See, it's the big news is gonna be that Furina is like kind of a part of it, so I wonder if Charlotte's gonna be there. Nivelle!
Look at that! Looks like I guessed right.
What is he? Is he admiring the scenery?
Guessing?
I mean, who would guess if he'd be looking at the garden? Like over here. I mean, he seems like a garden watcher, which isn't a bad thing. But he seems
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Furina, and you too, traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
Can we rent out the opera epiclese?
I would like to book the opera epiclese for an event. You see...
Share the story about the little OC you did with Nivelle along with the love story. Love story? True story?
The process for booking the opera epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult.
Let's go.
The story of the little Oceanid is most fascinating.
I'm glad to hear your
I'm looking
voice.
forward to seeing it performed on stage. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes. And this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and... well, here we are. In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom. But I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
You could say he's technically the Hydra Archon now, without being the Hydra Archon.
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
I wonder if she's gonna stay the director.
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist Cleo are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions. Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not.
Yeah.
I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
How long?
Thanks, Nervalette.
Is that like a few days time?
Very welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Nervalette.
Many people were once enthralled by Lady Furina's performances, myself included. I hope that one day she'll be able to understand that our appreciation was always sincere.
Nervalette's so nice, man. Nervalette's such a Giga Chad, man. He's so cool. Alright, off we go again. Alright, let's go. Nervalette is so fun to play, like, to use as well. In many ways, I'm sorry. But, you know, like, I was doing the Misty Dungeon, and Nervalette is so fun, man. Like, I don't know, the next time I was using a lady, I was like, man, Nervalette is so much better to play. Because Nervalette, you just go, nah, you just freaking, like, Hydro Beam everyone. It's so fun. It's so fun.
Good news, everyone.
So good.
It's done. The Opera Epiclese is booked.
Let's go.
Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Nervalette was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity, but we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
Let's go.
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the more time we'll have to rehearse. Fiamma and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation?
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. True.
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us. We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing. Even though Furina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up.
I'm really looking forward to the final production.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
Oh! Ooh. Is this loading? Oh, it's loading. Wait. Yeah, it's loading. Oh, I like this. Oh? Oh, it's the ending. Yo, she looks like... Who's it? Oh, that's that... Oh, don't worry. I was about to tell you who's that.
Cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The
I thought this was going to be a
hatred of
cutscene,
our
actually.
people
I
is
thought it was
to
going to be a
blame.
whole cutscene.
How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
Here we are. So when they were using the blue hair for the lady, she looked exactly like the person from the poetry event. Like, exactly like the same person from the poetry event.
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave this place, oh little Oceanid, and never, ever look back!
Oh, we got a sailor here as well. Nice. A sailor. Where's Charlotte? Where's Nervalette? Bro. Bro.
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time. If only...
You want to perform?
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage.
Oh, is she, like, not feeling great?
Why? Why does it have to be now?
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now. Oh no.
Is Furina gonna have to go up?
But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time.
You haven't been using them for long,
have to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they'd cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
You... This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on without its star performer?
Furina?
Miss Furina? I'd like to make a request of you.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest.
Oh.
I'll sing the finale.
Bro, I thought she was gonna say you do the role. I was about to say, what the fuck is going on, man?
From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
Thank you, Miss Furina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything you said.
Never mind.
Let's go, Furina. Let's go.
It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets, myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all, this show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart. Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Well said. I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
Oh, I thought she was gonna change into like a different outfit or something for the role. Oh shit! Is it gonna transform into the cutscene? Huh? Wait, does she get her vision on stage? No way she does. That's insane. Ooh.
Is she here yet?
Let's get here.
She's not coming.
You're wrong. She's here.
Ooh.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il
Oh wow.
plus beau? Pardonneras-tu aux chères mères? L'eau dans son courant fait danser.
Oh wow. Oh, her voice is so nice. Man, the Chinese VA sounds like so good.
But what about your wish?
My wish.
Did that volcano erupt? Jesus.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Oh, here we go. Oh my god! But got the animation. Oh, it's giving me chills. Man, this reminds me so much of a Disney film. So much. To be honest, he's quite handsome. To be honest. He was. Oh? Whoa! I didn't expect her to disappear like that. Yep. Everyone clap. Wait, does she have a vision? Did she got her vision on stage? That's actually cool. I actually like that. That's cool.
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Furina on the stage just now? She hasn't been seen for a while now.
Hey, look,
and she just appears out of nowhere?
Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me.
Fair enough.
It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice. Still, I have to admit that, despite everything,
it was an amazing performance.
It felt good to be back on the stage again.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Furina.
I thought he said the final speech. I was like, oh god, man. Don't worry.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on.
Oh, so it was Furina after all. She's back.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
All right, calm down. Don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged.
Nice. So she got her vision on stage because like she was doing something. She was like she was doing her ambition and passion. I like that. I like her ambition and passion is acting, and then that's why she got her vision because she was because she was on stage when she didn't want to, and it was, that was nice.
After all,
that was good.
It's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
One thing I'm surprised about is that when they were doing the awards, I'm surprised she didn't go, I got a vision. You know, like, I feel like the Wonder getting his vision was a lot more impactful, to be honest. But this one, I feel like the only reason this was less impactful is because she didn't recognize him, really. Like, even after this performance. I don't know. A bit weird.
No big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
At most, you might be asked to sign a few autographs later.
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
What?
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
Oh, wait. Are we going to talk about the vision?
Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air.
Oh, wait. That was a prop vision? Wait, that must have made it so much better then.
Oh, that. I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it?
I mean, hey, that actually works even better. I mean, I mean, if I don't know why they're using a fake vision. I don't know why that would be a part of the show. But hey, if the real one came down from the air, that would make it so much better. I'll make it so much better.
I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
True.
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went. If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
Nice. Oh, Rebecca here. The Opera Epica's music is so good. Wait, hello?
Did anyone see where Miss Furina went? Oh, I want to get her autograph, but I can't find her anywhere.
Oh wait, I was gonna say, are these the two people that we saw in her demo that were like at the clothes shop?
I thought Cleo's actress sang very well. Why did they swap her out at the end? I don't know. Maybe that's just how it was scripted.
I want to see if anyone has a voice side. No. Oh, the sailor maybe? Does the sailor have a voice side? Oh yeah.
I wasn't expecting such an incredible performance
Are
from
you
an
the one
amateur
at the
troupe. They
anvil
didn't
place?
seem out of place on the big stage at all.
Yeah, their technique could use some polish, but the performance in general felt very believable. Hit all the right emotional notes. I think it'll stay with me for a while.
His voice sounds familiar. I wonder who voices him. I actually wonder. You know. Oh, it's a big group over here. Oh.
What a surprise! Seeing Miss Furina on the stage? This ticket was money well spent.
Yeah, I agree. Say what you
Big
want
man.
about her.
Big
She's flawless when she's on stage.
She is really good when she was on stage, but to see NVA hit really hard there, holy moly. And I like how they did that, put their English VAs into the mix as well, you know, that was pretty nice. I mean, I know for like most, like for everything singing related, they don't change the VAs. They do that with, I mean with anime openings and stuff, they do the same thing, you know? Which, it makes sense why they don't. But man, I've never heard of CMVA. That was nice. That was nice. Man, that was the animation for that cutscene was really good as well. Oh, where are we going? Open sesame.
You're back. She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though, I'd say she still needs a few more days of rest.
I wonder if they have the bed in there just for her. I wonder if they have the bed in there just for her.
How did the performance go?
Amazing.
Was it a success? Did the audience like it?
They loved it.
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic! Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Furina was on the stage! You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing tomorrow morning!
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I was wrong to try and tough it out to begin with.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I say that.
Like they told me after
that.
announcing my name during the curtain call, everyone's work deserves recognition. Even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance. It's safe to say that you made your mark on this memorial show.
Well, one way or another, we did it. I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly in life. I'm just happy to know that we went out on a high note. That's all that matters.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we? Maybe if you didn't push yourself past your limits so much, your illness wouldn't be flaring up all the time.
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the energy to argue with you right now.
This feels like that quest is gonna end in a few minutes.
Aw,
like
you
after
two
this whole
clearly
thing ends.
care
Yeah.
a lot about each other.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No way, David. I didn't think about it. They love.
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
Bro, you sound exactly like the people in the friggin' in the Fortress of Therapy, man. The one that worked with Bridesway. You're in love.
Any plans for the next
I'm sorry.
step? After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine like wildfire. You won't have to disband if you don't want to. You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the Little Oceanid to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
No, we should still disband.
Oh, I thought they were going to.
It's what we all agreed to.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Furina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't know if my health will allow me to.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, so now you finally
sucks.
got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well. What about you, Miss Furina? Any future plans?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go until I finally acquiesce. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that this whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I previously imagined. Maybe Nervilette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, maybe the show will go on for me after all.
There's no need to draw lines in the sand. Just do whatever feels right to you.
Yeah. There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But from now on,
Masquerade
I
of
want
the
to spend
guilty.
my time learning real stories about real people and how they touch the lives of others around them. I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future. I'm sure this is what captivated Director O'Reilly as well.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
Next time, I'll invite you to join me. On an adventure? That should be fun.
Then it's a deal.
Oh, yeah, wait, would Furina have an Act 2? Because she's technically not an Archon now. Actually, that's
If
a
a
good question.
vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
Could be a gift. Actually. Who? Oh, wait, wouldn't it technically... Wait, if the theory of that the dragon's giving the vision's true, if it is true in the end, that means wouldn't Nouvellette given her a vision? That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. That's the end of it. The little Osea did. I mean, we gotta talk to everyone.
I mean, of course I have some regrets, but
There'll be plenty of opportunities in the future for us to tell the stories that we want on stage.
Aww.
Now that the buzz is worn off, I feel ready to pass out.
Alright.
I'm just finishing packing up. As soon as I'm done, I've got an interview with the Steambird to get to.
Oh shit.
Thanks to all your help, this show was more perfect than we ever could have hoped for. But most of all, I want to thank you for giving me the chance to finally say farewell to O'Reilly.
Aww, you're welcome. Hey, Furina.
It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessing, it actually feels more like I'm finally able to take my fate in my own hands. Is that how humans feel about it as well?
Probably. I mean, it is the ambition, so I would say so. So that was. Oh wait, does she have a voice line?
Thank you so much. I feel like I've rekindled the passion I had when I first joined the troupe. It might turn out to be too little, too late for me, but still, this has been the experience of a lifetime.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's taking a while for her to leave. I wonder if oh, whoops.
And now that is.
So that was Furina's story. Oh my god, my voice cracked. That was Furina's story quest. I want to see if maybe Nouvellette is still in the same place. Maybe I'm hoping he is, but no. Okay, you can't find Nouvellette. God damn it. God damn it. This is Furina's house. Alright. No. I guess we'll end this in front of Furina's house then, because I can't really see anywhere else to do it. I hope everyone did enjoy this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. To be honest, I think that this wasn't my favorite quest. I feel like, I don't know, Ayaka's story quest still has like a special place in my heart for it. For me, I don't know, Ayaka's just really nice, but I feel like this one was good. I feel like her getting her vision was a bit more underwhelming than I would have thought. I thought maybe like, I think the one thing that would have made it better for me is when they were all lined up on the stage. She was like shocked that she got like a real vision. I think that's what would have made the quest better for me, personally. But I'm happy that we met Nuvla during this quest. I'm really happy, but I really like how this quest went. Our quest went as well, because it really showed off Furina's passion for acting and stuff. Even though she set lines to stop it, she still went ahead and did it at the very end, which I'm very happy about. I mean, it shows like Furina's growth into her new character, which I'm really happy about. Because I do love Furina a lot, and she is my favorite character. As you can see, my profile picture has changed to Furina now, and not Kaya. But yeah, I mean, they're both blue, and blue's one, probably like my second favorite color. I think green's. Oh no, mixture of blue and green, my favorite color. But I'm trying to build my Furina right now. She's still only level 16. I still need to get some more V's, but I need to wait for these to respawn and fight the boss a couple more times. I want to get her to level 80 at least, but I want her to get her to level 90. I need to get, I'm getting the golden troop for her, but these are just placeholder ones, like this one, so I know what to put on her. I might keep this on her. I mean, her stats are getting better. I need better substats to get the crit rate and crit damage up as well. And I need to level up the HP to get HP up. But yeah, I'm sorry I'm talking a lot right now. I just want to do it like that. What? Oh. But yeah, I hope everyone did enjoy, and man, these story quests have been kind of depressing as well. I mean, they have kind of been depressing. I've got to be honest with you, but they've been really good as well. They've been very good. But yeah, and they've all had happy endings in the end. So yeah, I hope everyone did enjoy it, and I'll see everyone in the next one. Bye! Jeez, that was a bang. My god. Oh, and the lights are on.